How's it going? Welcome back to another day here in Icarus. The sun is shining, the snowstorms are finally gone. Dude, in between the last video and this one, there were so many of the tier 5 storms, snowstorms, back to back, and one that had lightning. I need to remember today, if we can, to build a lightning rod. It's definitely a much needed thing. But for today, it's going to be kind of weird here at base. So what I want to do is some science with the build parts. Now on this map and in this series, we got different build materials that are new, like the limestone. And then we got new build parts, so we got different shapes, different sizes, and we're kind of mixing some of the square stuff with round. And that's also curved. And it's also diagonal. So a lot of stuff to look at today. We're going to be upgrading the base here pretty soon. Probably within the next 2 or 3 videos, I want to start on expanding the base. This is our permanent spot. I mean, at least for right now. It's nice, it's flat. It's in the winter biome where I kind of want to be. And it's relatively safe for the most part. So what I'm kind of curious about is one with the limestone, right? It's kind of the same tier as concrete. Now, the looks should be different, but I think that the durability is possibly the same. If it's the same tier and stuff, I want to build in the limestone. I mean, if it looks good, if not, we'll kind of default to the concrete. Want to check out some of the fortification walls. Now, we got concrete ones now for sure, and we've also got some of the spikes we got on the side over there. Show you real quick if you haven't seen them. Be alright. Be somewhat safe-ish. Couple creatures out here. But we have these guys, and they're the concrete ones. I'm not sure if there's a limestone version. I would like to do all the base the same if we can. Instead of mixing concrete with limestone, just do it all limestone. Or possibly all concrete. We'll see, man. We'll see. We're going to be talking some today about the tames and what I have planned for those guys. And not just these two. We got a few more. I was kind of busy off camera, but we'll talk about what I have plans with those as far as breeding and who's staying, who's going. And then I also want to take a look at some of the talents. So for the talents, it kind of goes in with the building today. Not this. So under combat, we got some that I don't need. We don't need any of the bow stuff. So we got plenty of points to refund. It's kind of expensive. But what I'm looking at is over here in the habitation side, under building. So you got the normal stuff for thatch. You got wood, stone, and concrete. Now I think for the stone, all of the brick stuff falls under this category. So I'm kind of hoping, since the limestone's the same as concrete, I mean, for the most part, that if we do this one, it'll be minus 25% on the resource cost for when we do our building. And right now, it's a perfect time to test this because our base build, it's going to be fairly large. Now, I don't want to go 2 stories if possible. I'm not saying we won't, but I like to do, in this series, all flat. So very, very large footprint, which means very, very large walls. So if that kind of works out with the concrete, and the limestone for the reduction, it's going to be massive, man. Now, we got some down here, too, I want to unlock, and that's going to be for the glass. We know that one works. I think we want to unlock these two. It's the extra slots. So you got some here, and then you got some down here as well. For this one, though, you can kind of see this icon right there. We need to have a certain tier, right, for somebody unlocked to be able to do that. So I want to possibly get to that. Normally, I don't have that unlocked because in this game, and they said they were going to fix it, but they didn't. Maybe they couldn't. The way that it works is, so take this stuff right here. For some reason, I like doing all my stacks vertical. Normally, this series is different. So this would be all wood. This would be all sticks, then all fiber, then all leather. And that way, I can kind of see what we have. And as long as we got one full row, I don't need to harvest any more in between videos. The problem is, like take our inventory here, for instance. You've probably seen in my videos, I keep my foods over here. When we relog, it kind of sorts it all this way, right? And it has to do with, if you have an upgraded storage, it defaults to a normal layout. So if you have some of the slot expansions down here, it does the same thing. It kind of breaks all your storage here. But seeing how we're kind of just throwing stuff into storage, hitting sort and leaving it like that, it doesn't really matter. So having plus 10 slots on each item, I mean, that's a lot of extra storage you would have without having the actual physical storage, you know? So we'll see. We might unlock some of those today if we can. Like I said, it's a lot of stuff, man. Let's start off with getting some gear. Want to change out to the mining armor. It's kind of good for this biome plus the desert. Now for the desert, we'll take Junior over there just for a minute. Kind of show you some about what I want to talk about with the tames as far as damage goes. This guy has a ton of levels. Some things I'm happy about, some things I'm not. It's a new tame for us. We got it in the last video. But I got one of the extractors set up on the limestone, and we need to go grab some of that just for building today. Possibly, maybe. So, on this guy here, quite a few points, right? And honestly, my opinion right now of this creature is it's way too overpowered for what it is. Mainly because they take so many different items. You got different kinds of movement speed. You got all the stamina regen. Mix that in with some massive health regen. Now that 30% there on these is not like 30% of your remaining, right? If you've taken some damage, it's 30% total. So that's almost half your health for any kill. And that's any size kill. So you can kill one of the rabbits, 30% health right on top there. You can kill one of the big buffaloes or something and get the same 30% health. So I'm not too sure how I feel about this. It's very overpowered. This, I really don't like. A couple of different reasons. One, I'm not sure why this creature would have fire damage, right? And the plus 20 is nice, but the problem really comes with the bottom one, the 5 of 5. And that's that 50% chance to cause burn on hits. Now, it might be a bug, because I'm thinking that because it's not consistent. So what I would be doing, killing a creature, right? You're biting him, he gets the proc from the flame, you kill him. You jump off real quick, go to harvest him, and sometimes I would catch on fire. Not know it, jump on Junior, then he catches on fire. It's the way that it works in this game. If you're on fire, you can set your tame on fire, and then vice versa. So, we had problems with that. And if I was by some shrubs or some trees, sometimes that kill, while it was still burning, would set everything else on fire. Now for fire, I know it makes sense. I'm not sure if it's intended for that mechanic though. So it kind of seems really, really spotty with when the fire procs you or the surrounding stuff. I'm not sure if it still has that 50% chance. But it's a pain, man. I think if we decide to keep this, now this isn't going to be a permanent one, it was just our first tame. I think we'll go down to maybe 4 or 5 and just do the fire damage, but not the burn. Seems really, really buggy, kind of. Or just weird. It needs to be consistent, either one way or the other. But you also mix in some of the different resists. You got poison and fire on this guy as well, to stack on top of everything else. Plenty of the health regen. You got this one to where it doesn't actually die. As long as you have this unlocked, whenever it dies, it just turns into a little one. And you can raise it back up. And then, what was the other thing? Oh, this right here. Plus you got all the resist for the cold and heat on top. So it seems like just so much stuff stacked onto one creature. It's kind of overpowered, not gonna lie. Now, the survivability of it is fantastic, man. Very good for out doing hunting. On this map, it seems like the desert creatures. We haven't fought too much in the swamp. But in the desert, things have very high on the health. So all the damage stack kind of makes sense. I mean, minus the fire, which is just super weird. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm really on the fence with it. I love it. It's very, very fast for moving around. You'll see here in a minute. But it seems like it's too much stuff packed onto one particular creature. I don't know. It's weird. But the guys around here, when I was leveling this guy off camera, trying to get some stats, see how he is, I found 2 more little ones. So I went ahead. I found the cave over here I was trying to find in the last video. Set up a small little shop in there. We still got the bed and stuff set up. And raise these guys up. It was a pain. But we got... This one here is unstable. And what gender is it? That's a male. So the unstable, if you didn't know, it has plus 1% on the geno and phenotype for mutations. I think that has to do with the different colors and things like that. And we got one more over here that has the same thing. Okay, this one's a female. So one of these two we'll probably keep for breeding. And this guy is going to end up being our main one for right now. It's got the wild stat. And has 1% chance to cause the minor hemorrhaging with attacks for every 5 levels. So that'll boost the damage even more, which is nice. I'm not complaining about it. I think all the stuff they have on these guys are fantastic by themselves. Maybe mix 2 different things, but not just so much stuff on the one creature. Just seems too much. So anyways, we'll keep one, send the other one up to the space station, and you're what, a female or a male? You're a female. So we could send this one up, keep that one and that one for breeding. And then these guys, I like them. They look cool. But to me, they're not very practical. This guy outclasses them in so much stuff. The only thing that this doesn't have, that these do, is the sprint while, or jump while sprinting. And then the long distance jump. Other than that, I mean, this is just a better tame altogether. Looks kind of cool. I mean, minus the ugly face. So I don't know. These are probably going up to the station as well. And then we got our tuskers for breeding. Now, I'm not too sure how much into the breeding we'll get. I don't mind raising up the little ones because you got to think, too, if you have a little one through breeding, you got to raise it up all the same, right? As if you found one out in the wild. Only thing I'm kind of curious about is the different color patterns we can get. So we might just do breeding for colors and that's it. All depends on what stats move over and how that works when we start it. But I'm not too sure how far into breeding we'll get. So yeah, need to send a couple guys up to this station. Whether we take them to Eden and do it there, which will be a very, very long trek, or just wait till we get tier 5, which we're working towards, and set up our little platform out here. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, just want to talk about those because we got some extra guys here. But let's jump on Junior. We got plenty of stuff for the little trip. I need to repair our gear. You need some food. Let's grab you some real quick. We'll grab some limestone, come back here, take a look at the talents, and then build a couple parts. Not sure how long the video will be today, but wanted to do some of this on camera, trying to figure it out instead of just off camera. Maybe you're wondering too on some of the parts and just haven't bought the DLC or haven't made it to this map, so good time to do it. One thing I really like about this guy, like they should do it on every single one of the tameable creatures that you can ride, is this. You jump off, you're in front of him and a little ways between you and him. Right with the Tusker, talked about it before because it's so annoying. That's what happens a lot of times. And seeing the inside of Junior's face is terrifying. I'm just saying. No offense, buddy. It's not your fault. It's the two sets of eyes that kind of get you. He's got an upper set and a lower set. It's kind of weird, dude. It's actually very weird. But yeah, I really like how this guy, it spits you off so far in front, right? And it's not random. It's always in front, it seems. Okay, never mind. It's not. But you're always out to the side of him and not inside of him. So for the damage on this guy, I've been trying to find one of the Bigfoot to smack around. Haven't been able to find one. But the beetles, Sandhorn, I think it's called, out in the desert, those guys are tough, man. Hit hard, stuff like that. And this guy just tears them up, man. And he's not even fully maxed on his stuff. I haven't even unlocked the... That's the other thing, too. He has ability in here for a stun. 3-second stun. I'm not sure if there's a cooldown. But, I mean, that's massive, dude. So much stuff on one little creature. The size is fantastic, though, for running around. Doesn't get stuck too much on stuff, either. But the speed, I kind of talked about it some in the past. The maps in this game, they look nice. Very, very nice. Very well done with the biomes. But, to me, it seems like they're too big, man. No reason to have the maps this massive. This creature kind of helps with that some, right? Closing the gap and the distance when you're going places. So we'll probably take him with us when we do the missions, because the mission sends you so far out all the time. The problem is, the carry weight is not very high at all on this guy, so that's definitely a thing. Definitely feel safe on him. I feel safer on the Tusker than I do on the Slinker, and it feels safer on this guy than the Tusker. Feel right? We good? So I spent so much time over here, the cave that I raised the creatures up in is literally right there. And I should have brought stuff over to harvest up that exotics, but still haven't done it. Okay, a little bit here, not too much. We got some back at base. I did empty it out beforehand. Let's check our stuff real quick. These things, we've had storms come by, quite a few. And I haven't had to... I heard you, to drone. I haven't had to repair these at all yet. I'm not sure why. It's kind of weird. Is what it is, though. But yeah, that's our limestone. So if we end up... Oh, here it is. If we end up building with it, it's not too bad. I'll harvest some of the limestone around base. There's quite a bit in the water. And then I could use the extractor as well. Now, I think for the build parts, for the limestone, it's all blocks, not crushed. Which kind of sucks because you don't get that multiplication, right? Whenever you break it down into the smaller parts. We'll have to see. There's some of the talents I want to look at that has the reduction anyways that we talked about. So, should work out, I think, for that. We'll see, man. We'll see. Let's get back up here to base, and we'll do some science with the talent tree and kind of go from there. Alright, in we go. Let's put you on this side just so we have room for the testing. Alright, that's closed. Where's a limestone at? Ah, somewhere here. Grab you. Let's do this for the moment. I think all the limestone's made in here, right? Just put you here in the corner. Yeah, right here. Alright, so, stuff with talents I want to look at. is right now limestone frame. 20, 16, 10. Now, if the concrete ones work, we should get a reduction in this. So let's back out. 20, 16, 10. 20, 16, 10. Go back to the character select. Then in here, we should have the option to change some talent points around. It's super expensive to respec, man. Holy crap, dude. It costs a lot of Ren. So we got no points. We got quite a few here. I don't think I want to buy enough points to respec all this. We're not using the bows, so it's kind of just free points sitting there. Plus, I don't like the little yellow thing showing up on the screen all the time. But what we want is some stuff over here. So let's do extra space. We'll do 2 of those. So 2, 4, 6. Don't care about them catching fire. Definitely want this one for smelting. We could probably build one of the new furnaces too, the electric one. That's 8. 10 possibly? That's lightning rod stuff. Let's respec 10 points for right now. That's painful, man. That's like half of our Ren that we have. Now we can take some of this stuff too and convert it from the exotics into Ren. You know, same for the red ones. And then this. You can't convert these, I don't think. It'd be kind of nice if you could. Anyways, okay. 10 points. Just back all these out. Alright, so back to the habitation. So it was 20, 16, and 10, right? Want the glass. Extra space. Are we going to level up enough to unlock that, possibly? Oh, fantastic, we are. So that'll be totally plus 10 on the slots in our storage. Now, I can't remember for sure. I think other things that have storage slots, kind of like the furnace and fabricator, don't those get extra slots too? I think so. We'll see the buff on them if so. That should work out though. That's kind of nice, but only if you build a lot. Doesn't really affect us now. Kind of a waste of points. Minus 20% carry weight on the... Actually, can get up to minus 40 on the weight of stuff. It's not too bad, man. Not too bad. Okay, so that's done there. No extra points. Let's get back into the map and see if it actually changed. I really hope so. If not, we kind of just wasted some of the points for the concrete. We needed the ones for the glass anyways. That does work. So the goal is to build the 2 different types. We'll build some concrete as well as some limestone. Kind of see how the contrast is between the 2 different colors and what we want to build in. Then I want to take a look at some of the curved parts. The main thing I'm curious about is, can the curved parts from the new base, right, be set up against the square ones and have connectors so there's not a gap? That's the main thing. And we'll take a look at some of the glass too and see what we want to use for our greenhouse. Greenhouse will go back here. And I still want to do the base and then stables out on the side. Even if we push this back some, I still want to have that same layout. We can't go too far forward is a thing because we got to dip in the ground. And I don't want to have to build around it. Right here. We could always do the launch platform right here. That should cover it. These. Now, one's for our pod. This one, that's for our pod, our drop pod. And that should be for the stuff from the workshop. Should come down there. So just do one here and one there. That should kind of fill that in. If we decide to do that. And right here should be level enough to build the wall across. Something weird too, man. This right here. I'm not sure if it's only this one rock. You can kind of see it during the day. There's kind of like some bugs around it. At nighttime, these things glow. It's kind of cool, man. It looks very nice at night. On a clear night. I'm not sure if you can see them in the recording, but there's some stuff flying around here. It's kind of neat, dude. Kind of lights up the area some. Alright, so. Close this. 20, 16, and 10. Oh, it is. 15, 12, and 8. Dude, that is super nice, man. That'll save us on our cost. Yeah, see how these are? Change back around again. Interesting. So that'll work out very nice. So limestone and concrete should be the same tier as far as durability, right? Possibly. Let's get some rebar and some screws. Got some made up. And let's do some concretes. We got some more in here. Not there. And what we'll do is make one frame. One frame. One wall. One wall. What else for limestone do we have? Oh, I want to check out these. Advanced beams. I don't know what that is. We actually got roof parts. Interesting. So for the concrete, we don't have actual roof parts. All that we have is the... Wait, what? I thought we had to use a steel for the roof. Maybe it is this one. Let's make one to see. That actually looks like the metal. Now the thing is, man, the roof parts for like the concrete, the steel, and all that stuff is super, super heavy. So you need a lot of supports to be able to span a very large area. You know, a lot of stuff here. I'm kind of noticing too for the concrete. We got the spikes. We don't for the limestone. For outside. And we only have the concrete fortification walls. Oh, that sucks, dude. So if we decide to build in the limestone, the base and the walls will be two different colors. Okay. Not a game breaker. You know what? That might be better, though, too, right? Depending on the color difference. Just to break up all the same look. I mean, not much we can do anyways, right? So, here's what it is. So, let's do this. Fortification. Let's build one, see what the durability is, and see how it looks. We already got these. And I'm not sure if we build this on top, or even these, if we could put some of the turrets on it. Does that also just go on the inside? Let's build one. Kind of a science day, like I said. Let's drop all this off. Let's eat some food. A guy gets hungry. So some of the major testing we'll do with stone, because it's cheaper, right? We'll do the testing with the curved parts. We'll make some stone ones, some extra foundations, and do it on this side. And then for the glass, we'll have to make the glass machine. We got all the parts? Absolutely. What about the furnace? We just need 80 on the concrete. How much do we have? I mean, we got enough. Upgrades. Do we got enough power? Where's it at? 2,500 for power, so we can run it. Because all we're using for power right now, I think, is the lights, right? And this whenever we actually use it. That should work, man. Let me take this out so I don't forget it. So yeah, if you're new to Icarus, and a lot of people are, because it just released that console recently, if you have an upgraded item with some of the perks, you can kind of see how it has an outline. That'll let you know that this one has the stuff. So this one only has the smelt speed. It doesn't have one for the storage, so it's not on the furnaces. I think it might be for this, though. There's some of the workbenches that do have the upgraded storage, I believe. We'll see, man. We'll see. Alright, give you back. We'll deal with this in a minute here, because we need to build a new storage. Show you how that kind of works out with what we have versus the new ones. They don't change over when you unlock the perks until you rebuild that item, which is kind of weird, but also cool at the same time. So, say you're building a base like we are, right? We're about to redo the whole base. You can put your talent points into those perks, build all your storage, then go back and refund those points for something else. And your storages that you built will retain the perk. So it's not too bad, man. Not too bad in its own way. So we got this one. Let's raise it up some. See the full look of it. Give me my sticks. I like the textures, man. How they're not perfectly smooth and stuff. Same with the concrete. So different tone on it. How is the top side? Let's build them down just a little bit. So the concrete, I like it because there's a track in here. And you can actually take all of your water pipes and your power lines, run them down here, and they clip lower than this. So when you take some of the interior wood, set it on top, it fully encloses it. So it's a nice place to run your stuff and not have it on the ground below. You know, at least for your outer walls and stuff. And it seems like the limestone is the same thing. Absolutely. So it's literally concrete, just a different color. It's kind of weird because real life, limestone is actually a very soft rock. So not sure. Not sure about that, but maybe on this map it's different, right? I do like it though. Let's see about the walls. Why is that? Oh, that's a fortification wall. So yeah, exact same thing, just different. I do like the lighter tone to it. So I guess with the base being like this, having the walls darker will be not too bad, right? And then the backdrop is even darker. So it works out, man. Different color tones, it's not a bad thing. Oh, I do like this, though. So the metal on this is rusted, right? Not a fan of it because of the... It's like a purple rusted tone. I don't like it at all. But that looks fantastic, man. Super nice. One thing that I wish we could do and not have it be weird is on the inside of these, attach some of the interior walls. And you can't. Unless they change something. I mean, again, science. You don't know until you know, you know? So we'll do one of these, kind of show you how it is, and then one of these. Let's drop off this. And that. So yeah, you run your pipes down here. Totally hides them. Like that. Very nice, dude. I really like that in this game. And then for this... Yeah, so you can't actually put it on... What's down here? On the inside of it. It'd be kind of nice if that was a thing. I mean, it looks like right here, it should attach, right? It'll make it a little bit smaller in here. But that's not exactly a bad thing, man. That would give you a chance, too, to be able to take your pipes and stuff and run them like this. And then have the interior wood covering it. And I really wish it would give you an option to select how this thing, the first one, places. Sometimes it's flat, sometimes it's on an angle like that. And I'm not sure why. Yeah, kind of disappointed we can't put the wood on the inside. So yeah, we'll definitely go with the limestone. I think it's cheaper too to make than the concrete, right? So 8 and 3. 8 and 3. All of the difference is the middle thing, which limestone is limestone by itself, right? Again, you're using blocks. Well, for the concrete, you need the mix. Now, for the mix, that's going to be... That's one of them. The normal way is to use some silica ore. Kind of hard to get that sometimes, depending on where you're at. Then you got stone, and you've also got some of the tree sap. Even if you use this, it's not too bad. But you're still taking one block to make one bag. Plus, you got some of the tree sap. So all in all, it's kind of cheaper, easier, I guess I should say, to use... Well, that's 6 blocks. Isn't 110 on the conversion? Stop it. Let's do this. Proper science, I don't want to mix them up. Okay, 2 to 1. So it's 5. It's still cheaper to do it this way. But you're still mixing in the tree sap, right? So it's, I mean, it's kind of 50-50 for the most part. Again, options for different ways to make stuff is very, very nice. So yeah, I think we'll do the limestone though. I do like the lighter look of it. We'll probably be adding in some glass as well. I got some plans with it. Possibly, maybe. So, fortification. Let's do it this way. Okay. Okay. Which is the front? Right? That has the parts come down further, so that's probably the front. That's going to be the inside. This will be the outside. Interesting. What is the... Durability is 5,000. So look, man. This still irritates me very bad. They took these, right? The wood ones that are almost broke. And these used to be 5,000. For the wood walls, the wood spikes. Now they are 1,500 on the spikes. I think the walls are 1,500 as well. And these are the 5,000. So instead of making these 10,000, the stone 7,500, and the wood, leaving them at the original 5,000, they bumped it all down, like super low, man. They break so fast. Just to put these at the 5,000 for the top tier. It's kind of weird, dude. That part kind of irritates me, right? From a game design perspective. Don't nerf some things so that your new items will be the same place as the old lower tier stuff. If those words made sense. It did in my head. But you know what I mean, man. So yeah, it looks kind of cool. I would like a better definitive inside and out. See, on these, you know which side's inside because of the wood. Same with the wooden ones. You can tell which side is the outside, what's the inside. This one is kind of hard to see. Interesting. I like the look of it, though. Looks super nice. So the durability on these, 4,000. Also 4,000. Okay, so it is the same, pretty much the same tier, just different costs and different looks. So that's not bad at all. Super happy with that. Okay, so a little more testing with this real quick. So this was the inside. We know that this will go there. What about out here? Ah, it doesn't. Okay, that's another way to tell the inside and outside. So what I was hoping was to have these out here and be able to set up our turrets on them. We can't do that, though. Interesting. I'm not sure how big the turrets are themselves. I don't know if they'll fit on here. Can we make one? What are they called? Is it not a turret? I thought it was called an auto turret. Is that new? It's the same one. Wait a minute, is there a tier 5 one? So that's automated. We use for searching. I don't know if there's a laser one. Nail gun. There's not. Okay. It would probably be right here with the laser stuff. So, automated. We can't because we need composites. Okay. I don't think that's tall enough, though, to sit on this. Interesting. The turrets will have to be either on a concrete foundation out here or on the ground. We'll kind of see how it works out. Maybe with the concrete and the spikes, we won't need it, actually. The slinkers, man. They're horrible with tearing everything up. Alright, so, moving on. We got the new limestone roof parts. Again, super heavy. Does that make a noise? Thought it was this. So definitely need supports for this probably going out past 2, right? And for this, does it have the roof in there? Oh, it does. Always thought we had to use a steel one, but they do have the concrete. So, same thing. Same look, just different on the metal. It actually meshes in really well, too, since they are the same color. This one looks a little bit lighter. Nope. Just the sun setting over here. So exactly the same. Okay. What about the options in here? Roof caps, stuff like that, normal stuff, some stairs, and then a normal ramp. So for the stairs, super nice. I like it. I think it's the exact same as the concrete was. It is. Dude, the dark color on this looks so nice, man, that it's not rusted. Wish you could swap those out, too. Not swap them out, but have these over here, too. At the same time, though, kind of gives it the difference, right? Man, I really like the look on the concrete, or the limestone. This has got the lines that normal concrete does, and this has got the pitted look. I mean, concrete has that sometimes, too. Very nice, man. Very nice. Okay, so last thing for this, and we'll do some more build parts, and that'll be with the stone. So advanced beams, okay. Oh my gosh. Hold on, we can't read it right there. Let's look over here. Diagonal curved. Cross beam down left. Up right. Up curved diagonal. Dude, there's a ton of parts. Oh, you got horizontal as well. Down curved diagonal. Dude, there is a ton of stuff here. Like this. What is this even used for? Dude, that's fantastic, man. That's some stairs is what that is, right? Can we walk up it? How is the collision on it? I mean, you can. Proper collision. Not all games does it like it should be. Looking at you, Ark. But, that's nice, man. Again, don't know what we'd use it for, but we got a lot of new parts, too, that are curved and rounded, right? There should be some normal diagonal beams as well, right? There is. Oh, that's actually at an angle corner to corner. Wait, what? Do we have that option with floors and walls now, too? I don't know. We haven't really looked at all this stuff, all the new build parts. We did a small amount of testing over in the Arctic for the Operation Igloo, where we had to build the igloo. It's kind of in the name. But we haven't done anything otherwise. Interesting. So let's do this, man. Let's actually put this back out. Get it out of our inventory. Is there a normal one, though, side to side? I think that's in the normal beams. Or we can do just the regular along the wall. We got horizontal, too. That'll come out from here. The corner to corner kind of interests me. So you could build a stop sign type base, too, if you wanted to now. Right, with the corner to corner stuff. If we got the triangle floors. They should have it, right? You would think? Let's do this, man. Get these out of here. Place you back right there. We'll put the interior stuff inside so it doesn't break if it storms. What we'll do is build a cabinet real quick. It's almost time to sleep. I'll make some build parts for the stone. Do some more testing with that, and we'll do the glass. I'll tell you what, let's just sleep right now, man. It's time. Take a nap. A guy gets tired building all day. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I'm kind of nervous as well. I'm excited, nervous, curious, all that stuff all in one about the new build parts. Because when we start the new base build, I'm not going to know where to start or where to go. What we might do for the start is take this building right here and just upgrade it to limestone. Probably change a roof around too. I'm going to use some of the curved ones. But upgrade from here and then expand out from that. That was kind of the original goal, is to build one small base. I know we started over there, but I wanted to build one small base, stay there, and then expand off of it. So we can kind of do that here, I think, right? Alright, so That guy will set up in a second. Let's build a wall cabinet. That'll do two different things. One, allows us to see the increase in size for the ones that don't know. And two, it'll give us the space for moving the old furnace. So yeah, same thing. You got the glow around it. So it does have the expanded 4, so plus 10 on the slots. So this one, you got 4 rows of 6. And on the new one, why did we not put these up here before? It's a ton more space we could have. Anyways, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 6. So 6x4 to 6x6, plus some extra slots. So huge increase on all that. It'll do the same thing with this. 10 more. So it's a lot, man. When you have a lot of storage, it multiplies so fast with the upgrades. So it kind of works, man. Let's take all this. Got some glass for building today. Let's put that where it goes, actually. Nope. One more down. And then grab the remaining wood. It should fit right here, I think. Absolutely. Actually do it over a little bit. It's kind of big. Kind of big, kind of bulky. I really like the small ones. And apparently you guys said those were the ones that were original electric furnace. We got them over on Prometheus from one of the missions. There was 2 at one of the sites. And they're super tiny, dude. They're probably as wide as this, side by side. And only go up to about right here. They're like table size. You can't put it on a table. But they're like table size. Very nice. I mean, this looks kind of cool too, but it is kind of bulky, you know? So that we'll save for later. And then put this in here. We need electricity. I don't think we need water for anything. It's optional. We'll go ahead and hook it up. But that'll be for stuff like clay and... we need it for glass? Possibly? Connect it right there. And then we got the battery bank in here too. Got some of those batteries from, I think it was like the last mission. So brought them back, using it for a buffer. It's only 1,000 or 1,000,000 on each one, so it's not too much, but it might work out for a buffer if we're doing the furnace and need to do the Taylor bench as well, you know? That's kind of the reason for having more storage too for the water, just as a buffer system. Speaking of that, let's go ahead and give it a second. We'll do this proper. Just need to run it from right here. It's kind of weird how the rubble has collision. I mean, it's cool, but kind of weird at the same time, you know? I was curious, too, it's kind of for testing, if that would be safe. Those break super, super easy outside. But being inside, even on the floor or on the ground, they are protected with the foundation, so it's nice, man. Alright, so let's grab these back out, and all these. Get those smelting. It'll go a lot faster, too. It is running. 2,500. So I forget how to look at the network. We have to look at a cable and hit R. We need the wire tool out. I need a panel. Yeah, there we go. So we're not doing too bad. We've got 2,800 on demand, and then supply is 3,300. Got our batteries too, so we're kind of set there. 2 million on the storage. Not too bad. I want to get one of the panels here before too long. Maybe whenever we do the upgrade from stone to limestone, we'll put one of those on the inside and be able to monitor the network, turn stuff on and off if we need to, and kind of go from there. So, let's look at the stone. We need a search box up here, right? Makes stuff easier for finding. Put you right here. What do we need for some build parts? We're going to need wood, stone, leather, and nails. Stone we actually have out here, right? Absolutely. Little bits. I'm excited, dude. Really excited to start expanding the base. I want to get to tier 5 so bad and play with the new stuff, you know? I mean, that's the whole point of games, right? For some reason, it seems like the gameplay on this map versus, like, Prometheus. Prometheus was kind of... I felt like we were doing the same thing that we did over on Olympus. And over here, it just seems different for some reason. Not sure why. It's kind of nice, though. So what we'll need for testing is going to be 6 foundations. Give us enough place to do some testing. And then some of all the new curve stuff. And this won't be totally in-depth on each individual parts. We'll kind of do that as we're actually building and realize that we need one thing or another. There's a couple questions that I have, and hopefully we can find some answers to, you know? So maybe 2 of these, just regular walls. These I have no idea what they're used for. They're curved diagonal. So let's do 2 of these. These will do 2 as well. What are we missing? Maybe some stone or nails? Grab some stone. We good? We're right? It's never safe, dude. There's always something waiting to eat you. Where that it goes. And there's a storm as well. Fantastic, man. Again, it's kind of weird how sometimes we get snow, sometimes we get rain. I mean, it works out, fills up our storage and stuff. But it's kind of weird. These look very beefy. Oh yeah, with the limestone too. It's not too much of a difference in the color. If that's a perimeter wall, I think it'll be fine. Probably be mixed a little bit of snow and a little bit of rain. It's a well there, just saying. Alright, so we got all those. We got 2 of these. We got 2 of these. We got 2 of those. 2 of these. Stone roof curved. That's the advanced beams. And that's scoria. We've already got one of these out now. Actually, got quite a few of these out. So that's pretty much all the build parts. And then we'll have to get into glass next and figure out about the greenhouse. Greenhouse probably won't be too big, like usual. But I want to have it big enough to have all of our stuff, you know? It's a mix. The wintry mix. And lightning. Okay, wait. Let's do this right now. I'm going to forget. Oh, we want the platinum one. It's going to be outside, right? No, that's made in the... Wait, where is that made? Is that in the big fabricator thing that we have to build still? Oh, it's right here. Just need 12 of the platinum ingots. There we go, man. Wait, there's 2 variants. Is that new? Might be. And the cool part about these is you can wire the platinum one into your base, and when lightning does strike it, it will charge your batteries. So it's kind of cool, man. It's not too bad at all. Let's... we jump up top? Absolutely. That's a normal one. Oh wait, it said wall. Wall or roof? Wait a minute. Is that new? It's gotta be new. Right here for sure. We got to be able to repair it. We should be able to repair it from down here. And then we won't worry about it now because our batteries are fine. But yeah, you take this, hook it up to your electrical system, doesn't matter where, and it'll run through when it gets striked and charge your batteries. It's kind of neat, man. We don't have any power up there, right? Nearest power's over here. It's fine. We'll worry about that when we do the remodel. It is built, though. Where were we? Oh, yeah. Tell you what, let's do this. It's snowing and raining. Let's get the glass up and going. And we'll do all the testing at once. So, iron, wood, and epoxy. All stuff that we do have. And some nails. Alright, what are you? And what we'll do is put it over here as well. Because, why not, man? It's so crowded, dude. So crowded. Alright, so in here, we want the reinforced stuff. So that'll be epoxy. Oh, we need water, too. Epoxy, glass, and steel. Glass. Some epoxy. And some steel. And then some water. Just for the moment, we'll do it simple. So what we'll do, I think these have, is it these or these? Two of those. I'm not going to make everything, just the parts I want to use for testing. So those, this. I have an idea based on the build that we did over in the Arctic with the igloo that I want to see if it's going to work. I think so. There should be enough parts there, though. And that'll be for a door. I'm thinking to go curved, flat across, and curved down if it doesn't look weird. And that should allow us to put a normal door in the middle. I think. We can kind of just do it long ways. We'll see, we'll see. Still raining, snowing. Let's do the greenhouse first, actually. Creatures are over there. So if we have 3 wide for the greenhouse, right? So these are the dome on the corner. Curved walls. Oh, that's right, we got curved walls. And that's the floor. Now, wait a minute. With this, right? We got them here. So for the curved floors, there's no full foundation, right? There's not. Wait, what? Stone frame, half frame. What is that? Oh, that's interesting. Interesting. That is fantastic, man. That's kind of nice for like a deck, right? Just coming out one? Oh, dude, that is fantastic, man. That's kind of nice for a porch right here. Interesting. Is that a full size, though? It says half. I think just a frame is half. Dude, they have that with the limestone. Science? I told you, man. Today's going to be weird, okay? You signed up for this if you're watching a video this far in. There's not. There's just a... What is that for? It's like a big... It's like a pillar. Those are called beams in this game, not pillars. And that's an actual pillar. Interesting. There's not any of the parts like this. One thing I really wish in games, not just this one, but all of them, if you got different materials like this, give me all the same parts throughout the whole tree. Right? Keep them all the same. Why don't I have the half one with this? It would look fantastic, dude. That looks so nice. With this like that. Be very good for a porch. Okay, anyways. Can't change it now. Maybe they'll add that in later. But yeah, man, keep all the build parts the same through all the tiers. Because if like this, we got a base that we really like, and we just want to upgrade the material, we can't do that. Because if we put those, like little half frames up here, there's no limestone version. So then you got to change up your build. Put these bags just to free up some space in our inventory. Alright, so, anyways. Over here. So we don't have the glass corners. Or stone. That's kind of weird. Not sure why. And the problem with that is, if we go to build, which I wanted to do, some round corners with the limestone, and we put down the interior wood, you can't put wood on top of this, because that's up higher than this. And there's no curved interior anything. So the corners of your base, say there was a square, right? You're going to have all this, and then with the curved wall on the side, it's going to be, this whole block is going to be the color of the walls. Isn't really too bad, kind of breaks up the wood look, but at the same time, it's kind of weird, right? Interesting. Okay. Back to back to what I was looking at. Okay, so a lot of stuff in here. This is what I'm looking for. Wait. So if we do one there, again, this is reinforced, so it resists up to tier 5. Please let me look at the corner I wanted to snap to and have it snap there. Okay? For sanity reasons. So if we do this, say we have a ceiling, okay? Pretend that there's a glass ceiling here so I don't have to waste my stuff building one. That is not the part that I need. I need more of these. Let's build 2 more of those. Always do the reinforced. I tell you what, while we're doing this, we'll do that. We'll need one anyways if we want to do this build. But that should be the corner parts. And then the glass wall in the middle. This one for the doorway. Super nice, dude. I wonder why it sticks out more, too. Kind of weird, but kind of cool. And so then we do these, right? One there. One here. You have your ceiling for the roof. And the doorway for the door. It's kind of how doors work. You have a doorway, then a door. But that'll work there. I'm not too crazy with the flat part. You know what I mean? But it does work. Now, the reason for doing it 3 wide here, though, is because of the crops. You have to put some low-growing ones right here, and then the crop plot right here can be your tall stuff. Don't forget, with the crop plots, you can do 4 in 1 foundation with the size. So things like carrots could be right here, and then stuff like the sugar cane that grows real tall will be right here. That's kind of one thing I'm thinking about, too, with the base build. When we change it over, don't use these roofs. Use a roof that would be kind of like this, with the slopes, or not the slopes, but the curve. Because in parts like this, it would go up higher and give you more headroom. You know what I mean? I mean, it does work, but you do hit your head sometimes. I'm kind of excited about that. Alright, so That'll work for the greenhouse, and then just expand, right? But what we'll do is set it up back here going that way. I think on this side, we'll put some stairs coming down either right here or right here. And that'll lead down directly to the greenhouse, which will expand off the backside. Right? Dude, your face is so ugly, man. Not your fault. You were born that way. Cool, so that'll work. Alright, so I need these belt parts back. Do our last little bit of testing, and then we're done for the day. So at least now I know to farm up a ton of the... I mean, some for the concrete, right? For doing the perimeter. But for the limestone stuff. And you guys said about this, too. I have problems with it. It's a me issue. But instead of putting down the pillars to line these up, you guys said to take and put this... and change the snap angle on these. So 15, 30, 45, and 0. So 45 would be for the corner. Right? Ah, I see. Okay, that's what it is. Instead of just free spinning, it changes the snap on it. Okay. So if we have this one, right? What angle would it be? Is it 45 for the snap? So if we do one here, right? Let's build one more. Let's do 2. Will the 45 snap perfectly each time without having to rotate it? If so, I'm an idiot. Okay? It happens. I'll be the first one to admit it. But I've been doing it very wrong the whole time if so, because doing it with the pillars kind of works, but it's a pain at the same time. There's a lot of problems with that. Let's leave this in here. Let's leave the glass with the glass. We are very, very heavy. Don't talk to me, okay? Oh, we got the part. Where's the part at? Right here. Thought it was glass. So 45. Oh my gosh. I was sitting here complaining for so long that they don't snap properly, right? Because the way that I do it is I have it on 0 for the rotate. So when you do this, you have to actually line it up each time. So I'll set down the pillars, one here, snap all the pillars in line, and then try to line this up with that. Instead of just 45 and having it snap perfectly. Okay. Again, that's what YouTube comments are for, man. Learn so much stuff in games. I'm really excited about these walls. They look beefy, you know? Okay, so, anyways, last thing for the day. I know we're all over the place. Way that it goes. That's the wrong part, Junior. We want these. Okay, so what we're doing for testing. And it should work, I think. Well, one, we kind of just figured out some of it anyways with this, right? With these. Not having a solid base. Now, we should be able to take one of these and still build down with it, right? Underneath? Ooh, can we? We can. But it sticks out. Now, if you had some pillars lining this way, that's going to stick out as well, because we do got the curved ones we saw with the advanced beams. That's actually kind of cool how it sticks out some, right? To a pillar going up. The outside sticks out. It'd be a nice little border. But I don't like on the top how it's not receded down to allow for another interior wood on top. We'll play with this. I wanted the round corners. I wanted a lot of round stuff in our next build. We might do it. We might make it work. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, anyways. So that's that. That was actually one of the test parts, so... This, what do we have here? Oh, wait, there's the... Okay, so there's a floor. So it is a triangles. Oh, wait a minute. There's a wall in here I saw too, right? This. Does that snap? Oh, it does. Interesting. Corner to corner. Angle left inverted. So that's the... Yep. For the roof parts. Okay. Inverted. What are you? Same thing. Just the other side. Oh, there's the roof. So many possibilities, man. I mean, even if you didn't have the curved stuff, just these... Having them go different angles, corner to corner. That's huge, man. Now, I wonder if you got this, right? And then you got a normal roof. Will that mesh together properly, or do we need another part? Do some testing to see. It seems like so far, they have thought of everything except... for the foundations, having a solid... And hopefully they'll change that. Hopefully they'll add that in. And put a solid one there, right? For the half ones? For the round? For the curved? For the half round curve? I always got problems with this. I want it to snap right here, and not right there. I'm going to lose my mind. There we go. Go back. So it does mesh up properly. Fantastic. I think that's part of the items that we were missing on our original porch build, right? Over on Olympus. There was something that we were missing. Interesting. So that kind of works, man. Okay. So we want these. And say I want to build, for some odd reason, round right here, right? And I want to attach a flat part up here. We need a ceiling. Can we do it? Because this might come into play for our base build. I want to be able to attach round or curved to square. Interesting. Why can we not do that right here? Let's build two more. Clip points are very, very weird sometimes. Again, not just in this game, but all of them. I really wish that it was wherever you're looking, that's where it would clip to. I think we just need 10, right? Absolutely. There's one. We'll get one more. We'll place them down and see if we can pick up the outer ones and have the middle ones stay. It usually works like that. Okay, it does. So if I wanted this, and then have it rounded, right? Or even go straight off, we have a gap here. Now, is that what this is for? These are rounded and curved and diagonal. I don't know what this is for. If you've used these in a base build or seen them used, let me know so I can actually look it up and see like what they use this for actually for. I don't know. I don't know. Has me very curious. It's not the part that we need though. Ah, is it this? Right? Absolutely not. That comes straight down and has a cutout. It's kind of opposite of what we were just looking at. Okay, that's flat and curved. Okay. Where is the piece that I'm... That's solid. That's rounded. That's a floor. That's normal. Maybe we don't have them. Oh, you know what? We're missing one more part. Maybe it's in with these. Let's make one more of the curved. Need some nails, right? Nope, we're good. It might be in with these. I almost wish all the parts were located in one, so you're not searching and hunting for all the parts that you want, you know? Ah, there we go. That's what I want right there. Will it clip in like I'm thinking? That is the part, but why won't it clip? We might need scaffolding. The whole base breaks because of the weight of the concrete. It's gonna happen. Doesn't matter, you know, if it's facing the wrong way or not, inside or outside. I just wanted to clip in. Wait, it's down there. I wonder if this is kind of messing with it. Wait, it was on the outside over there. So that is the part. Okay. I want it right here, though. Maybe that's why the roof wasn't clipping in straight the first time. Because we need one of these down. I don't know where to look. Oh, right there. Oh, that's a proper way, too. Okay, so do that one. What is that, though? We only have one. We need one more. It's always one more, you know? Nails? Nails. I'm excited, dude. This is actually going to work out like I was hoping it was going to work. One of these. If I make one, we need three. If I make three, we need like two. It's every single time. The thing that sucks is, when you have multiples in your inventory, it retains the last part, direction that you had, and I would know if this was a right or a left. I don't know what it was, so... This one, I guess? Either it'll clip or it won't. Let's try the other one. Ah, there we go. Go back. Perfect. Okay, so with this, now we can attach the roof. Thank goodness, man, and it totally seals it. So, my plan with this was, when I was thinking about the different parts, when I was looking at the igloo, is to have the main base, right? This will be where it is, have the rounded top, and then to build off this way, we could have the round a different direction, just to keep kind of the same shape, but have it different. Now, with this, right, And we'll probably end up leaving the build like this. A little bit bigger. I'm thinking maybe one more foundation out here. One more right here. And then down further is on the top side here. You can have a door right here, right? And this, because it'll be flat, comes out to your outdoor deck. Right? Technically, that's a second floor, but it's on the outside of the first floor roof. So not really a second floor, but it'll be open. That's kind of what I'm hoping. And then have down here our expansion for all of our equipment. In a little bit bigger room. Maybe a, what is that, 3, 4, so maybe like a 5x5 out here. I like it, dude. So yeah, the only thing the devs didn't really think about, or maybe they did and just didn't implement it, is the solid corner pieces. I would really, really, really like to see it. And if they're in here and I'm missing it, just please tell me and I'll look it up, because I really want to have curved roofs and curved corners. Dude, I am super excited about building the new base. Now, hopefully all this stuff, it should be, is in the limestone. Let's double check before we go. What are you called? Okay, so it's these. So it is in the build pack. It's so difficult to place these down, though, is weird, right? You can't have the roof there first. Not a big deal. The base is such a mess right now. So yeah, these. That's a concrete one. Limestone. Oh, fantastic, dude. So what I want to do is incorporate some of these. And then with the round parts, we'll do some parts that are glass. Like this is going to be round like this, but the other direction like this. So maybe this middle part here, we'll do glass in the middle. That'll let some light through, stuff like that. And kind of change up the texture some. I have a lot of farming to do off camera. But, dude, well, not too bad of a day, man. I am very, very happy with the new build parts. Again, not just the diagonal ones that are for square building, but all the curves and rounds and diagonals and advanced parts. It's a lot to do. And a lot of this we'll kind of do on camera, figuring it out when we do the first base build. We'll start off very simple, just upgrading what we have here into limestone. And the only thing we'll really change is the shape of the roof. I'm not sure if that'll kind of break our build, but that'll be a starting point, and it'll kind of work on the sides too. Again, that expanded like we talked about with the deck on top, maybe some stairs going up the side, and that'll be for all the equipment. I like it, dude. I like it. However, we are going to go ahead and leave this one here. Hope you enjoyed the video. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.